Wow, this tower is getting tall, and this is not even the half of it. So this is going to be really cool. So this is what I have so far, and we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more to the top here. All right, so now that we've got the framework in place for the next level up on the tower, I've got to take a small break from the tower just to get over and work on another project for a moment. So why don't you guys come with me while I do that? All right. Here on a remote island of giant fungi lives one of Minecraft's rarest creatures, the Mooshroom. Covered in mushrooms, these gentle cattle provide both milk and mushroom stew, an endless source of nourishment for a wandering player. Safe from hostile mobs, they thrive here in peace on the Mooshroom Island. Until now. Today, a new predator has come. The Mooshrooms will be herded into a towering chute, past a blade of searing lava, into a merciless trident blender. From this mechanized nightmare emerges bounty of cooked beef, fine leather, and shulker boxes packed neatly for player consumption. In nature, balance is sacred, but in Minecraft, efficiency is everything. Hey, this thing's coming along. We're slowly getting the bottom layer of this beef and leather farm built. And right now I'm working on the glass walkway that goes around the outside of it. I don't know if you want to call it a catwalk or a balcony or whatever, but it's going to go all the way around the building. We'll have like a fence wall along the glass just to keep people from falling off. And then we got to build the rest of this building all the way to the sky, pretty much. We're already in the sky, but you know what I mean, like up to the cloud level, up there. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna build the rest of this building, and hopefully get it done here pretty soon. But anyway, let's get back to placing glass. Oh, and I probably want to put my moon helmet or whatever you want to call it, astronaut helmet back on, because this has low gravity, so you can float down. So if I fall off, I'll be all right. Let's go ahead and sleep. It's too dark. All right. Climb back up here. A little glass on me. Wow, look at that. The shimmer of the light off the glass. The colors up here are pretty cool. These vibrant visuals are pretty nice, actually. They're not too bad. Shadows are a little weird, but yeah. Anyway, all right, let's build this glass walkway. All right, guys. So I have the subfloor put in, which is the smooth stone you see behind me on the ground here. Let's go this way. You can see that I've got like a lip or an edge, raised edge all the way around. So we're going to put wool. We're going to use red wool blocks for the floor. And I'm just going to fill the whole thing in first. And then we'll go back and try to cut out like random splotches, like, I don't know, cloud shapes. And we're going to put light gray in those. Try to mimic the side of a mooshroom. If you look at a mooshroom cow, you're going to see the red skin, and then it's got these light gray splotches on it. So we're just going to do that for the flooring, kind of like a big mooshroom carpet on the floor. Z's light. Maybe he'll sleep.
Right, that's all of them over there. Where'd you leave off at?
I can't tell. I see the water running out from.
They're all done.
Above the glass. That does look all
Water's
done.
done.
Yep.
Water's done.
Yep.
All right. So, is this where the pistons got to go?
No, these are the hoppers.
On this level?
Oh, yeah. Pistons.
I don't have an ender chest on me.
You know I don't.
You know, I always carry an ender chest on me on the other server, and this one I don't.
Now that you gave me a silk touch pick, I could definitely carry one. I think you gave me 2 of them. I probably have one in my. You know what? Let me go get mine. You want me to get mine?
I'm grabbing one right now.
Okay. I see a Mooshroom.
I have 4 of them. So
they were trying to fall in.
well, that's why I didn't break the things yet.
Yeah, they're congregating up there. I'm gonna go up and remove the scaffolding blocks I put up there. Might as well open these trapdoors because they're still walking off the side, falling in the water anyway.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wacko's building the trident killer. You know what? I wonder how many of these things you've built.
I have no idea, dude.
I mean, it has to be a lot.
Yeah.
Because multiple servers and every one of them, you're the guy that usually builds the trident killer for every farm.
Yeah.
Just because you got it memorized, mostly.
Mostly. Yeah, blocks.
Definitely
moving the yeah. Oops. Try to get out of it.
Oh no.
Where's my oh. And then here's where your door goes, so you can get to your trident. Do you have a door?
Do not. Not here.
Do you have wood to make a door?
I used all the wood for the trapdoors. I probably have some doors in my storage already made. Yep, I got doors. It's just a spruce door, but it'll work, right?
Build door to.
All right, guys, so we're back. And I just want to kind of give you a run through of how this one works. We're at the end of this build, so let's take a look around. So obviously we've got a big giant building floating above the Mooshroom Island. We have the glass walkway, just like I built on mine, so that you can see the Mooshroom Island down below. We have a little polishing left to do here, kind of make it look better, but I think it's done for the most part. We did glass floors above so we could just look up and see everything. You can't really tell from here, but the spawning pads are directly above. We're looking at the bottom of the mycelium. It's kind of gray way up there through the glass floors. But we have this chute here. So the mushrooms spawn on the platform above because we're too far away from the ground below for any mushrooms to spawn down there. So they're going to spawn up here closer to the player. So when they spawn up here, they're going to walk around until they fall through the holes into the water, and the water is going to wash them all to the center of the room. There's a mushroom right there. You can kind of see it wandering around up there by the middle hole there. So once it falls, they're going to walk, and once they start walking, they fall through a hole, they land in the water, and then they're going to wash into the center chute. We got one right there, and then they're going to drop down through the lava blade. Now they're on fire, and the trident killer will get them if you have it running, but it's really noisy, so I'm going to keep it turned off for the moment. But anyway, so then once they're hit by the trident that you have to throw in there yourself in order to get the XP anyway, they'll go into the hoppers, and once they go into the hoppers, then they get transported over to this item elevator, which is going to take the beef and leather up and over those item sorters right there, those red, and there's a gray, like a spacer between. But we've got four. We've got four. I was going to say several, but we got four item sorters up here. So we were doing two of them are leather, one is beef, and the fourth one over there is just a box of the mooshroom heads because we have a mob head add-on running on the server. So you do get mob heads. But so it's a little box. We're not going to pack those down here. But when you get down into this area, these are you can see the chest silos right there through the glass. So the chest silos will stack up. We've got cooked beef in this one. We've got two for leather. We were anticipating maybe needing more leather than beef on the server. There's another source of food. We've got a chicken cooker farm at spawn, and a lot of people have a lot of cooked chicken already. So, but we do have shulker box loaders on this farm, just like we did on the wolf farm. So that way, all the meat that's coming down through the silo, if you put in empty shulker boxes in here, then you can just take a full box from this if you're playing on this realm. And also with the leather, the same thing. This one's going to fill up first, and then once it's full, then this one will fill up. But for now, that one's empty. But just to show you like how much is in each one of these. So this is the leather that you get within one of the leather boxes, and then the cooked beef. So obviously they're full of stacks of steak and then leather. So that's quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and put those back where they go. Let's see, this one is the steak. No, this one is the steak. And this one's the leather. All right, so anyways, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you want to just see around a little bit, I've got a little room back here where we have an ender chest, we have a box, we had some chests and shulker shells in here so we can make more shulker boxes. I should have planned the video a little better so I wouldn't have to sleep in the middle of it. But if we go back down here, we can actually see. There we go. So now you can see the Mooshroom Island down below. Chose to do glass down here just for the aesthetics of it. And we have a simple dropper circuit, which it's still extremely hard to see. Let me put a light down here. Okay, so the items, the beef, the leather, come down through here into this dispenser. And, well, it's a dropper, sorry. When they come down into the dropper, then the circuit just does exactly that. It fires and spits the item into the water stream like that. Around here, then they go up. Just like that. Very easy. Let me grab this torch. Anyway, so that's all we're doing down here. We're just sending the items from the kill chamber over to the item elevator, and then it's going to go up and around. I can't get all the way up there, but we can get up past the chest silos here into this top area. So here are the item filters, just your standard item filter. We've got some chests, so this would be the leather. It's not going to be full yet because, well, I think it's down to about that level right there. But we've got leather in this box, and then when that's full, this one will start collecting because the items come from the water elevator over. So they're going to drop down into this one first, but when this one becomes full, then this one will start accepting items, and they're going to come over into this stack, which goes down into its own loading machine right there. And then over here we have the cooked beef, which is completely full because we already have a full chest of shulker boxes down there. So now we have a full silo of cooked beef. And then we also have mushroom heads, lots of mushroom heads. I've already had to empty that box a few times, but we don't want to pack up shulker boxes full of mushroom heads. There's no reason. There is no reason for that. But anyway, so we've got this water items circulate around at this time. Just go all the way around and then back over the hoppers in case the hoppers were full, because you can get a lot of items flowing through here, especially when you run the trident chamber with a looting sword in hand, which we do have a looting sword down there on the armor stand to use. Let me go back down there and we'll demonstrate that real quick. So when we run this, whoever wants to come run this for a while, like if it was getting low on items, which right now we probably could run it a while longer to get more leather. I definitely want to fill up these with leather before we stop AFKing over here. But all we need to do is grab the sword that's being used for the farm. This sword has looting 3 on it. We named it Mr. Beefy. That was actually Wacko's doing. Mr. Beefy is from the movie Little Nicky, if you don't know. So we're going to wear this top hat. Now what the top hat does is it gives you double XP bonus. So if we hold this looting sword and we turn on the trident machine, our trident's going round and round, and it's really loud. But yeah, it's going to go ahead and it's going to get all of the XP is going to form. And what we do is we just park our character like right here. And you can see that the XP is already coming in. But it takes a little bit for you to stand on this floor level here for enough mushrooms to start spawning and walking around and falling down the chute. It's not a really fast farm, but when you leave your guy AFK here for a while, let me turn that off. Just walk right up here, find a good spot, and you're just kind of, if you get too close, you're going to end up catching a lot of cooked beef. But if you're just step back just a little bit, you're going to collect the XP. You're going to just collect the XP. See? Ding, ding. XP bar is moving. So you're going to collect the XP, and then from that point, you can just, you know, set your controller down or walk away from your keyboard and mouse, and you just let it run. And that's what I would do. I'll just log in here. I'll set it, forget it, and go to bed. And you get up the next morning, and it's made, you know, a few more double chests of leather and beef, and you've got, you know, 30 to 50 levels of XP. So it's not a lot of XP, but it's a little bit. It's definitely going to reward you for using it, and I expect that most players are just going to come over here and they're going to drop in an empty shulker box, or 2 or 3, and they're going to take what they need out of here. And so I have already got mine at home in storage. I've already got my box of beef and I've already got my box of leather. I'm going to go ahead and stick this back onto the armor stand. The next person to use if they decide to come out in AFK. And one more thing, we do have a warp stone. I think that's what this is called. It doesn't have a name for it, but I think it's called a warp stone. One of the other add-ons that Wacko has on the realm. And so from here we can get to spawn, or we could go to the gold farm, which is a new farm we just built. The guardian farm, well, we don't have storage there yet, but the guardian farm and the witch farm. So guardian farm's really close, but we do have a way to warp here into the other places. I think all the farms right now are using this blue one, so any of the blue warp stones in the world will take you to any of these farms. The guardian farm's like literally right over there. If you're still with me, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out and checking out this farm that we've built. But now we need to get back over to the base, and let's see, which hat do I want to have on for that? We get back over to the base and work on some more of that tower and try to get that done now that this is out of the way. All right, guys, so I guess that's going to be it for this video. I do apologize for all of the first-person time lapse. It's just really, it's not good. I don't like it. I had like 2.5 hours of content I had to edit down into this video, and it took me a while. I'm also busy doing other things, so it just, I don't know. It occurred to me that the whole first-person time lapse of building something is not the greatest way to do it. I don't have the tools to do a third-person time lapse right now, but maybe in the future. So we're going to avoid those going forward. Okay, I promise. If I do building on the tower, I'll build a little bit, we'll talk about it, and then I'll just show you the progress after, a whole section is added to the tower or something like that. But anyway, you can let me know in the comments if you're still here and you got an opinion about how I did this video. Let me know. It's probably not good, but still, hey, constructive criticism is always welcomed. I appreciate it, guys. Anyway, if you're new here and you like the video, please consider subscribing. Checking out the rest of my content. Hit that like button if you liked the video, which I don't expect anybody will, but it is what it is. We got a farm built. I worked on the tower a little bit. It's progress, right? Okay. Anyway, remember all my links for my socials and my other channels are found on my website and the about description of this video. You can go to darkwingdave.com for all the links, or you can check the about description of this video for more relevant links to the video. Anyway, that's going to be about it. There should be some stuff on the screen, I guess, somewhere. Anyway, playlists and whatnot and all that fun stuff. But I am Darkwing Dave, and I am out.